discussion ko today, it's all about trading in a bear market. And by the end of my presentation, you should be able to not just survive this kind of season, but also to profit from it. Okay ba sa inyo yun? Kita kayo? Ayos. So the outline for today, beginner friendly din naman. Kasi I will discuss short explanation what is a bear market, tips on how to spot a bear kapag papalapit na yung bear market, and then bakit may shift, bakit natin kailangan mag-shift ng expectations kapag nagta-transition na yung market from bull to bear. And then, ito na yung technical part ng discussion ko, which is strategies in a bear market. Dito mag-explain ako ng mga setups which help me to profit kahit na pabagsak yung market natin. So, ready na ba kayo? Yes! Alright, so, what is a bear market? Marami tayong makikita sa Google niyan. Nang ibig sabihin ng bear market, pwedeng widespread pessimism, widespread pessimism, tapos dire-diretsong pabagsak yung mga prices sa market. Pero as pure technical traders, yung focus natin is kailangan dito lang. Technically, it's a 20% price drop sa market over a period of 2 months. Okay, so hindi siya yung one-day drop lang. It's a sustained drops in prices sa overall market. So this is a sample chart. Ito yung chart ng PSEI. Monthly chart ng PSEI. Pansin natin dito, 2013, nag-drop ng 25%. So that was considered as bear market. And then dito ako nag-start mag-open ng account December 2014, nung pabandang pahuli na. So bear market baby ba ako? Hindi ako sure, pero pabagsak na kasi yung market nun eh. And then kita natin, it happened also 2017, may 20% drop. And then recently, yung January to July na drop ng market, which is 24% from the highs. So those are considered technically as what? Bear market. So differentiate natin yung bear market versus a correction. Kasi usually baka mamaya, inisip natin, isang drop lang ng price sa market, bear market na ba tayo? So, eto, correction, this is just a short-term drop in price. Hindi siya tumatagal ng longer than 2 months. And usually, 10% drops in stock prices, index specifically, or basta less than 20%. And hindi siya sustained over a long period of time. So kapag correction, it's just short-term and no greater than 20%. So yan yung technical definition natin ng bear market and a correction. And ito yung mga sample. 2012, karoon tayo ng, pansin nyo, correction, hindi siya ito weekly chart to weekly chart ng PSE. Hindi tumatagal yung correction ng longer than 2 months. Ito, 2-week drop, tapos nag-consolidate. And then, it went to break new highs. Same thing din na nangyari nung mga second quarter ng 2013. So may 8% drop, correction, tapos nag-breakout, so new highs. Kaso ayun na, late to third quarter ng 2013, ayun yung bear market. Diyan na yung kaninang sample natin, nag-drop in price severely, 20%. Gets ba yung difference? Madali lang naman i-intindihin yung difference, mag-distinguish ng from bear market to correction. I'll give you 3 tips on how to spot a bear market. Gusto natin 3 para mas may retention tayo eh. The market unravels signs that may lead to the conclusion na andyan yung bear market. Bear markets does not happen overnight. Nag-check ako sa Google, parang yung biggest one-day drop ng PSE was noong October 2008. Yun yung nag-file ng bankruptcy yung Lehman Brothers. That's 12.26% drop in just 1 day. So, hindi naman siya considered as bear market, pero sobrang grabe yung yung dip. Kasi parang before nun, yung second highest naman was just 6% noong 2015 ata. Yung China ek dati, di ba? May concerns, so may funda tayo. Kala natin technician lang, Pero yun yung balita nung chinek ko, yung mga biggest one-day drops ng PSE. And then, syempre, thank you to technical analysis, mas madali natin siyang malaman na baka bumagsak na yung market kapag nangyayari itong mga events na to. Just like in checking your stock, yung normal stock charts natin. So tip number 1, downtrend indicators abound. So lahat pa dito nabasa na yung blog ni Z-Freaks, di boss? Taas kamay, mga nakapagpasa na. Uy, halos lahat. Good. So IZS, inverse loose strike, this happens whenever the price goes below the 100 moving average. So ito siya. Yung naka-highlight na yan. And when this happens, usually it's a indication na baka mamaya mag-shift na yung direction ng prices. Pero before nung piniresent ko, kasi piniresent ko to sa Singapore, may nagtanong sa akin, Sir, dito nag-ICS pero tumuloy. Pero anong nangyari dito? ICS din naman to eh. Agree ba kayo? ICS din to kasi the price closed below 100 MA. Yes. Na-negate yung ICS idea kasi hindi sustained yung drop. Nag-drop siya dito kaso after a couple of days, biglang nag-break siya sa new high. So negated yung ICS natin. So same thing din, kapag nag-check kayo ng stock charts, kapag hindi sustained yung drop, negated yung ICS. So mali yung trade idea natin. However, in this case, ang nangyari, nagkaroon ng ICS, tapos diretso yung bagsak. So that's one indicator. Basta pag nakakita kayo kahit hindi sa overall market, kahit sa stock, basta pag nag-ICS, medyo mag-switch na kayo ng expectations from bullish to bearish. Second, IAOTS, inverse alignment of the stars. So, paano uli natin malalaman na IAOTS na? Ano ba yung definition natin ng AOTS muna? Definition, ano siya? When it comes to moving average, ano yung nasa taas? Okay? Good. So, 20, 50, and 100. And when it comes to IAOTS, just flip it. Yeah, exactly. 100, yung nasa taas, which is this one. 100 moving average, yung blue line. And then next is yung pink, 50. And then yung last, yung 20 MA. So pag nakakita na tayo niyan, parang it's a confirmation na unhealthy na yung trend. Kumbaga, let's see, nagkakasakit na kayo. Feeling nyo magkakasakit kayo. Yung IZS kanina was yung medyo umuubo-ubo na kayo. Kaya parang, uy, iba na to may nafe-feel na ako kakaiba. Kasi umuubo-ubo na ako. Etong IAOTS na to, pag nakikita nyo na yan sa chart, ito na yung tipong nagkakalagnat na. Diba? So, unhealthy na. Unhealthy na yung state nyo. So, pag nakakita kayo ng ganyan, again, think twice na i-trade yung stock na yun. Understood ba? Yung dalawa? Okay. Ito, malala. Series of lower highs and lower lows. Ito naman, more of support and resistance Darvas analysis. Pag nakakita na kayo ng formations and series na ganyan, high, so we have a high, tapos higher low, kasi ito yung basis natin before So gumawa siya ng new high, higher low, and then lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Dire-diretso na parang staircase pababa. Very dangerous yan kasi that's a definition of downtrend. Kapag may ganyang formation na, kung medyo kanina trangkaso, di ba? Inuubo-ubo na tayo. Tapos nung IAOTS, may lagnat. Pag ito, medyo, naman cancer, kurang dugo. Pero yan, malala na. So, ang gagawin nyo, pumunta na kayo sa ospital. Pag ganyan na yung condition ng stock. Sick leave na, SM na. So again pag nakita na kayo ng ganyan, medyo think twice in, let's say, putting more volume sa mga trades nyo. Kasi usual na ginagawa ng tao, sale. Sale na yung market. Hindi to parang SM. Remember, sa stock trade, hindi porke mura, it's a good buy. Tip number 2, uptrend setups are less potent. Yung mga niche setups natin, especially sa ZFPs, which is halos lahat, mga path of least resistance, hindi na ganun ka-effective. So ano ba itong mga, ano ba yung mga proof natin na less potent na sila? Okay. This is a chart of MAH. Ito yung suspension yan Na-lift yung suspension. So nag 500% yan, tapos nag-consolidate after a few days, may breakout. So for us, ZFP, Ano yan? Yummy yan, mga ganyan, mga money makers yan ng ZFT. Kaso kailan ba to? Ano to eh? April, May, mga ganun. Nag-breakout, tapos parang doon sa explanation kanina ni Sir Ray, above RSI 70. So merong momentum. Kaso, walang follow-through. Mga major breakouts, nare-reject. So anong nangyari dyan? After one day, nag-hold doon above the breakout price, kaso next day, wala, hindi tinuloy. So nangyayari yan guys, hindi porke breakout traders kayo, lahat ng breakout, dire-diretso kangat. So, again, no follow-through. Major breakouts are rejected. Another example. Ito naman, ang ganda ng consolidation. Ano to eh? Resorts World Manila. RWM. Diba? Resorts World Manila. So, no follow-through yung breakout. Ang ganda ng consolidation kasi long yung consolidation niya. From May until August. So, 3-month. 3-month consolidation. Nag-breakout. Ganda rin ng RSI. Breakout kaso, next day, lokohan. Nagka-triduran. So, walang follow-through. Ganyan kapag bear market. Next. Ito, ano din to eh, TF stock ng 2017. One good example din na hindi tumuloy. Ito, lakas nito kasi board to eh. All-time high. Ayan, nagko-consolidate lang siya near highs. Tapos maraming mga, dito maraming bumili yan kasi board eh. Mga yummy yan eh. Pagdating sa CFD. Tapos ano pa? Above RSI 70. Consolidate ng 2 days, same thing din. Binagsakan. Traidora na naman. So again, major breakouts are rejected. Usually, kapag bear market. So, those things happen pa rin. Walang follow-through. And yung next pala, ito yung nabiktima ko latest. Food. Marami bang nag-trade niyan sa inyo? Yes! Uy, kala ko ako lang eh. So, thank you for being honest, guys. Ito kasi, same thing din. Multi-year breakout. Ang ganda ng kasi with volume yan. Kaso next day, wala, hindi tinuloy. So, cut position. 3%. Umabot ako ng 4% din dyan eh. Yun lang yung parang last na picture. Pero, anyways, kapag mga ganyan, di tumutuloy yung breakouts. For us, as traders, and as good risk managers, di ba ano nakalagay doon sa trading house nyo? Embody that Huwag lang yung I am a good risk manager tapos makita nyo support nyo minus 10% na embody that, follow it, okay? Kasi knowing is different from doing. Agree ba kayo doon? Yes! Good! Tip number 3. Rise of the basuras and fall of the giants. Ano bang ibig sabihin ko dito? Ito. First, let's understand kung yung market cap sa PSE. So we consider giants as your index stocks and your second liners. So example, ito yung mga blue chips natin. So over or equal to 200 billion pesos. So URC, SM, Ali, the second liners, ayan, less than 200 billion pesos. And then, basuras will be your third liners. Ito yung mga madalas nating i-trade kasi may volatility. So, less than or equal to 10 billion pesos, which are your ATL, ACP, Primex, and then yan. Ito mga ultra basuras na grabe sa pagka-liquid. So, ang nangyayari yan kapag bear market, ganyan. Bagsak yung mga index stocks and second liners and umaangat yung mga basura. Kaya nga, hinihila niya pababa yung general market natin. Kasi, di ba, ang taas ng market cap nito eh, tapos ang dami nila. Kung lahat yan nagsisipagbagsakan, di ba, kaya nahihila din yung overall market. And then, madalas yan nangyayari, lumilipad yung mga basura. Kasi siguro walang magawa yung mga tao, o yung iba, iniisip nila jockey. Pero as traders, as technical traders, kailangan hindi natin iniisip na jockeys are nag-exist. Kailangan chart lang. Agree ba kayo doon? Chart lang? Wala na iba? Importante ba yung malalaman nyo na, uy, si ganitong person, jockey siya ng X. Importante ba yun ba sa analysis natin? Diba? So what we do sa mga unimportant na information, throw it away. Never yung i-consider. So yun. So, sa lahat ng may mga call financial, kung gusto nyo masilip yung market cap per stock, makita naman yan. Sa under quotes, and then stock, tapos yun, market capitalization. Pero, sa mga iba na walang Cool Financial, iba yung broker. Minsan, I'm not sure if all brokers, nakalagay yung market cap pero you could manually compute naman if magaling kayo sa math. So get the current market price and then multiply it with the outstanding shares. So ito SM. So 890 pesos multiplied by 1.2 billion shares. So yun makakuha nyo, 1 trillion yung market cap ni SM. So ito naman, top gainers. So pag bear market, ang madalas natin makita sa top gainers, puro basura. Kita nyo yan, 8 million, tapos nako yung CSB, 10%, tapos 27K lang. Parang kung sino ata, pwedeng pasiling yan di ba? Kita nyo dyan, MAH, 9%, tapos 6M yung value traded. Liquid naman, liquid. Kaso, alos lahat puro basura. Ito, ATM, memories, 97 cents. Kailan ba to? Kasi presentation ko to before, pero may updated na slide ako yung next slide. Pero ito yun, July 31st, ng mga 97 cents pa lang yung ATM. So, kita nyo naman yung value traded. Pansin nyo ba? Ang daming market participants nyo. Kasi lakas ng value traded Hindi lang yan isang araw. Consistent siya. So, parang pag nakakita kayo ng ganyan, spider sense yan that there might be something coming.